Good afternoon. Hi, how are you today? I'm Angie. Welcome to Learn Love Tarot, where we're going to be discussing today this new moon in Sagittarius energy, where luck is on our side. If you happen to have strong Aquarian placements, especially in your North Node, Sun, Moon, or Venus, then this is your big wishing moon. So any the signs that are two signs after the new moon energy is extra big wishing energy for that sign. So here would be Aquarius. And in this case, a new start is coming with those new moons. We are going to be at 9 degrees, 32 minutes of Sagittarius. So you can look for that in your chart, especially if you have any other planets that are within 2 to 3 degrees of that 9. So anywhere from 7.5 to 11.5 degrees. Any of those planets are also going to be activated by this burst of lucky energy. So my question is going to be for each sign today, and we're going to start with Aries all the way through Pisces. We're also going to consider that, for example, Aries is the first sign of the entire zodiacal wheel at that 9 o'clock position. So if your Sagittarius happens to be in the first house, you're going to consider this placement number one, or this Aries energy of what life area or where that lucky energy will be. It's a C word, will be collected, will be contained for you. There we go. I'm still butthurt over Ohio State losing, so please forgive me there. All right, guys. So first question out is, what golden haired opportunity? This is a golden haired goddess of opportunity, the Sabian symbol of 10 degrees Sagittarius. The lesson within that is listening to criticism and clues, listening to critiques by engaging fully in training. Why do we need to do that, or how should we do that? Because a major lesson is to notice and identify the truth through written facts. So this energy is going to be come around. Keep your eyes peeled. We'll be hitting that 11 Sabian symbol tomorrow. So even as soon as tomorrow, you could be getting some kind of written message or written notification regarding this new moon in Sagittarius, this golden haired goddess opportunity. So without further ado, let's see where we go. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Swords energy right there, card before we cut the deck. Split there with Three of Pentacles, new foundation, new start. There's your opportunity as that third energy. Good afternoon. How are you? Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm putting a smile on, even though Ohio State threw away that ball game today. Whew, there's the Fool energy. Yes, we made some foolish mistakes. That's for sure in that game. I thought for a second there that number 33 was going to be our golden haired goddess and save the day with that interception. Turns out no, but oh well. I don't know what's going to happen after that. I'm a little bit afraid to find out. There's that King of Cups energy, which I did make a note of, a retired sea captain, because we had Black Moon Lilith in Libra energy, and that was trining lucky Jupiter energy with the 17 degrees of Gemini, meaning reflecting upon all we've done with that sea captain being retired, and then that energy flows with coming to recognize that our youthful emotions need some maturing towards wisdom. So got a couple different things in the sky there helping us out. And what wanted to stay as our theme, Queen of Swords. So again, with the Sabian symbols, we start by what the major point is, which is going to be 9 degrees, 34 minutes, Sagittarius. We round to a 10, which is the golden haired goddess of opportunity, Sabian symbol wise. And that is learning to take critiques, okay, and not taking them personally, using them. How do we do that? By engaging fully in training. And then the goal of why we should be doing this or how we're going to be doing this is a major lesson is noticing and identifying the truth written in facts. So some kind of truth coming back home here. And I just talked about Libra energy trining Gemini with that Black Moon Lilith, where we rebel, flowing to or trining with Gemini, lucky Gemini, Jupiter and Gemini. So there's our Libra energy right there. Okay, let's see where we go. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm trying, girlfriend. That was such, I was like trying to hold, I'm always the underdog person. So I'm like, okay, well, with our record, we were certainly not the underdog going into that game today. But boy, oh boy, geez, did we throw away some opportunities there. I feel like they got in their heads. They just kind of got outplayed in their mind. I think it's just like overthinking instead of letting their bodies react naturally and just freaking play. Let it be more fun than that. Just the joy of playing, I think would have helped them out a lot there. So let's see here where we go. I'm going to get again a card out for each sign. First position being Aries. That can also be considered your first house if you're unsure of where 9 degrees 34 minutes is in your own chart. You can listen to the advice for each of the signs. If you do know where that is, say for instance, mine is in the 5th house, I'm definitely going to be listening to that Leo energy when it hits here, because that's the 5th house is of Leo. So that's where that golden opportunity will be located in my chart. Okay. All right. Let's get a couple more good shuffles in here. Couple more good ones. Anybody else doing anything fun today? It's just too darn cold. Hey, John, how are you? Thanks so much for being with us today. Okay, first question here. No, one more. Okay, was like feeling like we were ready. Okay, let me do one more riffle here in 3, 2, and 1. Cutting the deck, card before the cut, the world energy 21, something coming to completion. Some other ending is another new beginnings, right? Some new beginning is coming from some other beginnings end. So right off of the top here we go for each sign. So Aries, where is your golden haired goddess of opportunity? The 9 of Swords, seeing something, being made aware of if there was anybody spying on your energy or kind of not letting themselves be known. 9 of Swords energy is going to be mutable air. So that's already here with that trine of Libra and Gemini here, and she is using, look at that telescope there, being able to rise up kind of in that hot air balloon looking picture here. But these are all birds coming back home. So they're not all pigeons, but it would be similar to honing pigeons, right? They go and deliver their message and they know the place to come back home. So I feel like this is a message regarding who's been keeping an eye on you. Okay, let's look at Taurus. So, where is our golden haired goddess of opportunity for Taurus? This is the Knight of Wands. By being brave, making something that is actually quite dangerous look easy. This is an opportunity that you feel very passionate for. So, if your 9 degrees 32 minutes is in Sagittarius or is in the because that would be Knight of Wands, right? If it is in pointing to Taurus, if you're Saggy energy sits in your second house. This is going to be the life area. Second house would have to do with how you earn income. So, this is a very creative opportunity here, and you want to take it before it extinguishes itself and get moving on this opportunity quickly. And I'm getting an ear beepy for you there on that one. This might kind of come by quick, and if you don't scoop it up, somebody else might take up that offer. Third house of communication, if that's where your Sagittarian is, or if you are just wanting to know what's happening for Gemini or where your Gemini placements are. 10 of Wands here. So the golden haired goddess of opportunity is, even though there's so many burdens loaded up on her back, all this action, all of the work here is already done. All she has to do now is set down the burdens to turn into the Ace of Wands of opportunity. Except, even with all of this on her back, she's still reaching for love there with that tulip energy. That is the energy, kind of like someone sliding in your DMs. Back in the day, you would send tulips to a secret admirer, perhaps, or just someone that you were in love with, and you wanted to get them a little secret message of that love. Okay, what's happening for Cancerian energy here? Chiquita Banana. She's got the bluebird perched on her fingertips, those pentacles hanging from her ears. There are 8 pentacles there. Something that you have mastered is turning into a ring of fortune. And this is all about abundance, prosperity, and again, golden opportunity here. She has a bright yellow shirt on. This may be simply just a woman offering you this opportunity of knowledge. 9 of Pentacles is all about abundance, sharing of resources. The 9 of Pentacles is a pillar in the community and is able to share her or his abundance with others. But this might even be a golden haired goddess of opportunity, could be an education. Maybe you're planning on going back to school or just taking some more classes. So this would be for Cancerians, wherever those placements are, or you can consider this your fourth house if you know that 9 degrees 32 minutes Sagittarius sits in your fourth house of family here. Let's look at the fifth house, Leo energy. This is the 10 of Pentacles. This opportunity allows you to use all the skills you've built up this entire lifetime thus far. It is the Pinnacle of Pentacles, the Pinnacle of Pentacles, and this might even be an opportunity to retire, an opportunity to share the wealth of knowledge you have gained. It could even be an opportunity for a past life regression session, perhaps, because the root or the pinnacle of pentacles is the roots underneath the tree that branch out wide and deep. This is ancestral knowledge. So maybe there was someone that was a blonde even in your family that's coming through in your ancestral messages. If this is simply that your Sagittarian energy sits in your fifth house of pleasure, creativity, and love. This is an opportunity to find a mate here. It's also an opportunity to make money, a lot of money here with your income, especially as it relates to something creative. Let's look at sixth house energy, which is going to be after Leo, we have Virgo. Here is the Nautilus energy. So talk about past life connections here. There's a key that this figure is holding. In the center of our brain is this nautilus shape here that contains within it the pineal gland. And this opportunity could simply be Virgo, that you are learning how to access that higher sense of yourself, the higher part of your own soul, accessing ancestral wisdom, or this could even be you figured out the key of how to access esoteric knowledge, okay, from this lifetime or any other lifetime, okay, because that would be regarding the third eye. And this nautilus shell is purple. She also has a purple blouse on underneath here, but there's a golden key. So it's kind of like an old school big door key. Okay. So again, we can consider this simply Virgo energy, or you can look at that as if your 9 degrees, 32 minutes Sagittarius is sitting in your sixth house. That's where the opportunity, the life area will be. That's your 9 to 5. That's your own health. That's your work. That's pets energy as well. Maybe we are getting some good news regarding a pet, or a new pet is even coming into our lives. And that's the key to joy that helps us unlock that pineal gland. Maybe. All right. Air signs. We are now looking at Libra energy. Here is King of Swords, and this is the feminine King of Swords. So instead of having wielding a sword, she's wielding a needle, and she's plucking the stars from the sky and sewing them into the bottom of her dress there. So there's a connection to, and she is literally wearing a crown here as the king of the feminine King of Swords. So this will be seventh house of committed partnership, some kind of truth coming through here. It could be just a literal Aquarian person, or someone who has that same kind of archetype of leadership, of kind of a brainiac, right? Of very decided in their energy. Once they understand what their truth is, they don't see anything else. Okay, let's go ahead and look at, so again, that would be Libra or seventh house. In the eighth house of normally led there by Pluto, because that is where Scorpio sits. This is Scorpio energy at my position number 8. Eighth house is about secrets. It's about desire. So whatever seeds you have planted, if you have your Sagittarian, if that new moon's going to occur in your eighth house, that could be a literal secret revealed, or whatever you've put into the wish 6 months ago, or whatever came to a culmination in the full moon 6 months ago. There's now a new opportunity with that. And interesting here that I was focused on the apple. There's so many things to focus on in this picture, but that knowledge component, and then here is half of the apple, but she's sitting up atop of the tree. So if you have a lot of Scorpio placements, or if your this new moon is simply going to be sitting in your eighth house, there's some opportunity of where the seed is already planted, ready to come into fruition, and you're ready to rake up the rewards here, or rake up all this knowledge. Okay, let's continue here with Sagittarius here at the bottom. This could simply be your ninth house of travel, education, higher learning, philosophy. Okay, other cultures, the King of Wands. Maybe you're just literally heading out on a trip, and this guy's a little more ginger haired, but maybe when he was little, he was blonder. But this golden haired goddess of opportunity looks like it, and again, involves passion, like we were seeing here for Taurus energy. With the King of Wands, it's the masculine King of Wands. I see it, I want it, it's mine. And didn't we have something regarding, I think that might have been yesterday, as far No, it's still here. The Venus love energy at 23 degrees Capricorn is awards for bravery and war, meaning showing recognition of the heroic efforts of others and even those on different paths. Okay. Finally, understanding that maybe you want something different than another person, or this is simply like taking charge, taking over, Saggies. You're acting quick for sure, whereas the Knight of Wands would need to wait for permission from the King of Wands. The King of Wands does what he wants when he wants. So, wherever this opportunity is presenting itself, if your new moon in Sag is in the ninth house, then that's the life area where this opportunity will be presented. And again, this could be an actual person. The kings are leaders and the rulers. The King of Wands, unlike the King of Cups, however, is usually led by his passion and, kind of act first, think later. But you might need to snag this opportunity before someone else does. So, I mean, King of Wands is sexy. Maybe there's an actual sexy person coming your way here, Saggies. It is your birthday month. So happy Sag season. I'd say that was a good one right there. Capricorn energy. Capricorn, whatever this opportunity is, you're all up in your head about it. So, this will be the 10th house of your career and public roles, how you put yourself out into the world, how others see you. And there's some kind of excuse we're making here about why we can't do something. Oh, I couldn't possibly. Well, why not? Especially here, um, book ending this Knight of Wands. The opportunities here, you're seeing the truth of it. If you're looking at your earth points there as all that green energy of your chart, if I've made a chart for you, you would see how these energies are flowing together. That could just be nervousness at this new opportunity. But again, you're making it look easy and tying into our own subconscious. Capricorn, your golden haired goddess of opportunity, could simply be overthinking right now, or maybe that's why this person is shielding themselves from you. They think they're not good enough. Okay. They may even think that you might just be there for fun, but it looks like, I mean, this is a prison of our own minds, right? So if you're worried about how you will be viewed by the public or that public role, remember that what you think about manifests, right? So especially in a new beginnings, new moon energy, luck is on our side here. So we need to change those mental thoughts, Capricorn, and get on up out of your head here, okay? This can also be if your new moon in Sagittarius happens to sit in your 10th house. 11th house energy of friends, community, and good fortune. There is the chariot energy, Cancerian energy. This is an opportunity for alignment of head and heart. The golden opportunity seems to be more of a place or your surroundings and your environment here, Aquarius. This could be an actual Cancerian coming your way. It could be simply if your new moon in Sagittarius would sit in your 11th house, then energy, even though this is a snail, it will pick up pace, but it's encouraging you here, Aquarian energy, to just enjoy the journey, because again, you're able to pluck those stars from the sky. If we're reading this as the trine of our air, if I made your chart, that'll be all the color coded purple areas of your chart of where this energy is flowing to each other. Someone in alignment of head and heart is the only way the soul drives the chariot. Okay. It's not driven with the head alone or the heart alone. They have to be in agreement. And you see this snail kind of shell, the same nautilus energy that we're seeing here on the Ace of Swords. So this could be a new piece of information that's finally made its way to you after quite a bit of time. 12th house energy, that's going to be the soul's journey. That is the house of our self undoing, where the temperance energy appears, where we're finding the puzzle pieces of our own psyche to find peace in our life. This is the Hierophant energy here, Taurus energy. You might just have, if you have Sagittarius in your 12th house where that new moon is occurring, then this new start could be as a guru, a shaman, a guide. It could be as a new counselor, new teacher coming your way. This opportunity could also be, again, of higher learning. We've got this owl being the teacher to this young girl, and this whole column, water signs here, your water triangle in your chart, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, is there's knowledge here represented. Yeah, that sounds right. Represented in every single card here. King of Swords is fast energy air sign. So I'm just looking at it collectively as a whole. Once the 10 of Wands, once those burdens and that work is set down, that Ace of Wands also comes very quickly. And it's like these two bookending each other. We can't truly pick that tulip, that lover's energy, until we've harnessed our dream and made sure our dream is attached to this truth. So before you pick that lover's tulip, or before you decide that you're getting in your car to drive somewhere, or getting in your snail chariot here to drive somewhere, make sure that you are in alignment of head and heart. Okay, so head and heart, and we've got passion and very fast energy here. Earth signs and your trine in general, it's all being up in our head, whether or not this is a person for you that you're worried they're only there for show, they're only there for a good time. Again, try not to overthink of it, because what you think about turns into manifestations. You're putting your order into the universe. However, whatever your mindset is, there's your order. So we've got to be careful with our thoughts and our words. And then fire signs. So again, that's Earth, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn trining energy, all the green parts of your chart, if I made it for you. And then the orange parts of your chart, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. We've definitely got that fire energy coming through here with the Leo, but in the Sagittarius position, there's definitely some speed. And again, here, Aries, we might be feeling a little bit paranoid about the way others see us, because first house is all about, that's your stake in the sand this lifetime at that ascendant position there at 9 o'clock. I always feel like somebody's watching me. I feel like it's a little bit of paranoia. So we need to make sure that we're feeling grounded and stable, that we're protecting our energy. This could have something to do with familial ties of the past, okay, and that fire trine in your chart. So again, houses 1 through 4, 5 through 8, and 9 through 12. or simply just Aries through Pisces, however you're seeing it. Our crossing energy here at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so what are we seeing here from a bird's eye view? Three of Swords, Five of Wands, Four of Wands, heartbreak in relationships past, and Two of Wands crossing here in the center of Five of Wands being seven. Take the high road, learning to take the high road. See how she's sitting up high on this roof, showing your heart, sharing your heart, no matter how many times we've been clobbered, because not every relationship, not every one-to-one commitment is the same. It is going to require some strategy, however, but only regarding what it is that you are truly wanting. Okay. If one hand's busy with one thing, it doesn't make it so easy to pull in another. I feel like this has to be this or that if you're deciding between people or opportunities. Four of Wands, that could be business partners in the past that have not held up their end of the action bargain, for example. But definitely a decision time is upon us. Okay. So now for the next card, I'm going to be asking, so in the Sabian symbols, we start with the first one. We round up the degrees. That's going to be 10, our golden haired goddess of opportunity, listening to the critiques in that life area. So how do we do that? Engaging fully in training. And that symbol is a mother with her children on the stairs. So I don't know why that makes me think of Sesame Street, but it does. Maybe everybody's sitting on the steps or like that community feel of energy, talking to people as you're walking up and down the street who are sitting out on their porch, perhaps engaging fully in training. So I'm going to be asking what training led you to this opportunity? What training led you to this opportunity? Since it is a new moon, so it's on the bottom here, there's all four aces of potential. Beautiful. Okay, let's go through here because we have that new moon in Sagittarius. What wanted to show itself? Shock and awe, something happening suddenly, but sudden, energies are coming to an end, especially if we have the emperor there regaining control, because the tower energy can either be something we were holding too tightly onto or a cycle that we were not taking ownership or leadership and ending. So the universe ends it for us, so that the best and highest good can come in. All right. So we're asking what training led you to this opportunity? New moon, new start in what life area? Depends on where that 9 degrees 32 Sag is in your chart. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I got my fire deck here. And see what's on our bottom. There's making a judgment call. Maybe the training simply involves you never made judgment calls before, right? We couldn't decide. We didn't have the strategy. We didn't have the higher view. We were unable to see from a higher perspective why this opportunity is now presenting itself. Perhaps. Let's see here. What was the training? So, Aries, you had to learn to walk away from what was dissatisfying in your feelings in order to be able to go towards the Nine of Cups. Maybe you felt those eyes on your back as you were leaving. Okay, you felt that energy. You're like, I know they're watching me go. So your training has been to be able to comfortably leave, knowing the timing of when to go, when it's time to go. Leave the party of your own accord. Don't get thrown out of the party because you don't want everybody watching the shenanigans that can ensue when we've stayed too long at something. Perhaps. All right, let's see what training led Earth signs here, Taurus energy, what led you to the opportunity of this passion, using your passion, making something that you're passionate about look easy? What was the training here? Eight of Wands, more passion. Passionate communication about feelings here. This is like a person coming in hot, or if this is your spiritual gifts opening up, because we do see in this Earth column that Ace of Swords unlocking the pineal gland. That's finally able to hear messages from spirit. So we've been meditating. We've tried to find that pineal gland, and we've accessed its location. And now, Knight of Wands, those messages come a lot easier and quicker. Okay, what training for Gemini energy led them to be able to still reach for love after all they've been through? Yeah, you've been through Gemini, you've been through the Five of Pentacles before. You've left people out in the cold. You've been left out in the cold. We've all suffered some kind of heartbreak, no matter whether it was a friendship, a romantic relationship, a sibling, a parent, right? This is putting down the burden, setting down the burdens of abandonment here. And now it's like, see how that her hand, she's reaching back to help this person, even though this person is already loaded up. She still has enough hope and faith and love to still reach for another tulip. Okay, and that's no matter, you learn from the past. You're like, I've been there, done that. If I get hurt, I get hurt, but I won't know until I try. So your tool is actually your pain here of this abandonment Gemini energy. Or again, we can simply be talking about your third house if that's where the new moon in Sagittarius is occurring for you. All right, woohoo. Cancer energy, or your fourth house of family and foundations. About to get you upgrade here. So what tools? Creativity. Your tool is creativity here, Cancerian energy. Or again, fourth house, where that new moon is occurring. This is where luck is on your side, using your creativity. Whatever you've been working on is getting ready to be birthed here, and it's going to be very prosperous. Okay, with that fourth house, it can even mean that you are able to run your household flying solo. Nine of Pentacles is in general. The Ten of Pentacles is someone else in there with us. Nine of Pentacles is about independence and autonomy in and of itself, and that is indeed the Empress. She doesn't need the Emperor. The Emperor energy needs her energy in order to balance, but the Empress energy is already there. If you're a masculine water sign, this could be your golden haired goddess of opportunity as a literal person. Okay, this is the energy of Libra and Taurus as well. Doesn't have to be that sign, but it's like learning. You had to learn that you were already an Empress, okay? Because Nine of Pentacles is a lower octave of Empress energy. It's in the same vein. Okay, what tools here for Leo? What training led you to the Ten of Pentacles? Ten of Pentacles. Leo, good, golly. So, guys, if you think about your fire trine and your own chart with the point of energy pointing to Sagittarius of the new moon, these are your bases here. So, you have enough energy of knowing what does not work for you, know what gives you nightmares, know what you have to walk away from. And then you've also balanced that with things that you do want, family. This includes the Ten of Cups inside this Ten of Pentacles. And again, this literally can be anything, but because the roots are wide and deep as connected to many things, it could simply be money. Okay. And then that's pointing to this I see it, I want it, it's mine. Knowing what you want by having learned a whole lifetime about what you didn't want. It could simply be that. Okay. That would be the base points of that triangle. Okay. What tools have Virgo used? What training led you to the Ace of Swords? Wow. King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles resides inside of the Ten of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles. So the tools that you use to access this knowledge, this truth, this aha moment, were again your own ability to create, your own ability to appreciate abundance. Kings are the fixed sign, so Taurian energy. Maybe a Taurus was a boss that taught you how to, maybe it's your yoga teacher. Your yoga teacher is a Taurus who taught you how to access your pineal gland in order to connect to your higher self. Taurus is also a very sensual energy. So that can even just be, especially with all this passion firing in here right above you, all that fuel to this fire. Taurians are not usually leading with that sensual component of themselves. It's saved for behind closed doors. But I don't think you can ignore I don't think you can ignore that all that fire coming your way here, Virgo. Some kind of truth regarding, I mean, King of Pentacles can also be a parental figure, a boss as well. It's lower octave emperor energy. Okay, so your tools would be your ability to earn, your sensuality, your creativity, okay, and your boss moves. All right, let's look here for Libra, tools that Libra has used: manifestation, trust, knowing and trusting, knowing King of Swords, feminine King of Swords, that you have personally used that needle and thread to pick your dreams out of the sky, and you're keeping them close to your body. They're sewn right into your dress. So Libras have already learned how to manifest. They've learned how to, with that South Node being in Libra since July of 23, you've had to come into balance regarding your truth. And that brings in the ability to manifest when we're in a more balanced state. So this is the reception of the manifestation. You know it's coming in. I feel like your tool here, Libra, is faith. Okay, let's look at Scorpio energy. Your tool has been the sword of truth. That can definitely be double edged. So, again, learning along the way here, this learning is now going to come to blossom and be very fruitful for you, especially bookending the 10 of Pentacles. So, your tool has been your air parts of your chart, your purple sections, your purple trines. So you've used that to your advantage, you knowing already how to manifest, because the sign before usually teaches the sign after. So maybe you did learn that from a Libra. You learned how to wait patiently here, because the golden haired goddess of opportunity is just about here. It's still coming up from the ground, not quite ready to take to market yet. But you understand the truth. Hey, I planted it and I know it's coming. I know it. Okay. Your aha has been, I've known this is coming all along for me because I deemed it so. I put my order in. All right. So, what tool are Sagittarians using here? What training? Learning to fill your own heart's cup first, Sagittarius, and learning how to have peace within your own life. You understand completely that in order to be able to manifest love into your life, that your own cup must be full, and that we only share the overflow with others once our own heart's cup is full. So this could be literally hot, passionate love. Coming your way. Happy birthday, Saggy, right? And there is the lotus here of all of the healing you have done. And maybe we've learned to slow our roll just a little bit because this water's being poured on the fire, like not so fast. So it does feel like your tool has been okay. I need to just tap also into my heart, not just my passion. I don't need all that fire. I'm learning to slow down and understand that I need to come from a heart that's full of love and peace already to be able to attract that in. So you've had a lot of training here of pleasing yourself, of pouring into your own self and your own heart's cup. Awesome. Good job, guys. So, yeah, happy birthday indeed. New moon in Sagittarius could be bringing everyone in this new moon. Luck is on your side. Again, it depends where 9 degrees 32 minutes Sagittarius is in your chart. And in this case, Sagittarius, we got some love energy coming here your way because you've done the work of fulfilling yourself first. And you know how to kind of tamp down passion energy and tune in to see if it's really something that is coming from your heart's place and not another kind of hard place, maybe. Slow down. It's like slow down. Your tool is to be able to simmer down that fire and slow down just a little bit. Okay, so for Capricorn energy here, our golden hair of opportunity, our golden haired goddess, try to say that 5 times fast, of opportunity is to break ourselves out of this Eight of Swords energy, this self imposed prison. You're seeing that this has been open the whole entire time. I could have gotten out anytime I wanted and flown away. What's the tool? Okay, the tool has been dissatisfaction. So you understand what does not make you happy, Capricorn energy, but focusing on what doesn't make you happy can make you blind to this cup of love, especially with this sign teaching in front of you, going, hey, it's here. And now we see this cup trying to be offered to Capricorn because Sagittarius has learned to fill their own cup, but Capricorn, is your cup already full? Okay, because if it was, then you would see this being offered to you. This character here is really dissatisfied and is already kind of pre-deciding that you're stuck. Okay, so to get unstuck, we've got to learn to have our tool is gratitude. Okay, so this can just be advice for your own 10th house energy. 10th house is community, friends, and good fortune. It's all around you, but it's like a little bit of Polly Picky Pants combined with Polly Pissy Pants. We've got to hold gratitude for what we already have in order to bring more abundance and love our way. If we are wanting peace to be offered, we first have to be of a peaceful energy. This is lower frequency devil energy. Okay. This is stinking thinking. We gotta get out of our mental anguish here because we just attract more of what we're dissatisfied with, and we don't want to do that. Okay, let's look at Aquarian energy here with the Chariot. Our golden opportunity is to align head and heart and drive the chariot to where you want to go. What's your tool that you used? You used an apology. You used words of affirmation. You looked at your own childhood and how you learned about love and how that may have been balanced or imbalanced. We can learn from that either way. This could be going, why haven't I always, taken the opportunities where my head and heart were aligned? Why? What did I learn about that? What was distracting me from my heart? And King of Swords energy coming up in the alignment here. Aquarius, that King of Swords energy would be kind of hasty in our decision making, head over heart. So I feel like your tool has been really analyzing where you learned and how you learned about love, and looking at your own patterns, and to stop being distracted by your own emotions and letting them rule you. Now you're taking that cup of love and using that tool as either I understand now how to not let my emotions rule me. Okay. And we could have had these patterns since childhood. Um, Maybe we've been a little bit, we feel like we had a lot of growing up to do as far as adulting kind of love. Okay. 12th house of the soul's journey, or simply Pisces energy. The guru, the shaman, the guide is the golden opportunity. And we see a lot of learning down this whole column here. What was your tool to get there? Sticking with it. This is victory after a long battle, learning how some stick with itness here. You can't become the guru, the shaman, the guy without having traveled a long way, a long journey to get there. So, um, Pisces, your tool that you used is that can do, that stick with it. Yes, the journey's been long, but I know that it is worth it in the end. This could even be um, a long journey that is now finally leading to this 1111 energy of the Four of Wands. We've had lots of heartbreak. We've had lots of jealousy, strife, and competition. We had to be presented with a make it or break it choice regarding where we're putting our heart's energy and where we are healing and what we need to heal. Okay. Woo, that's something. Okay, our last question here is for each sign again. What truth is being identified via written facts? Because that is the Sabian symbol of 11 Saggy. We'll hit that energy tomorrow. If you recall, we have already experienced these Sabian symbols with Mercury and Sagittarius. That would have been on the 9th and 10th of this month. So earlier this month, the second weekend of the month. Look back in your journal if you can remember back that far. That could have something to do with the energy playing out now. And this is the lamp of physical enlightenment at the left temple, that energy coming through of that nautilus shell. This is about a major lesson is to notice and identify the truth in written facts. Okay, so this is evidence based, and I want to know what truth is being identified through written facts for you. Let's see, what truth is being identified? What do I want to use? What truth is being identified? Aries through Pisces. Thank you guys so much. You have your moon and 11 degrees 13 in your third house. I can't see this. Oh, your Cancer moon. Yeah. 11:13, and it's right now we had well, when I wrote my messages this morning, it was 0 and 12 minutes. You're at 11 degrees 13 minutes there. I've got my ascendant starting at 0 degrees 13. My sun is in Cancer at 0 degrees 13, as well as my descendant. So 3 placements there, the start of the 1st and 7th houses, and then also of my sun. So it's going to be hitting me big time here. A couple more shuffles. I hope these are resonating for you, and I hope that you like the format, so that if you do know where your new moon in Sagittarius will hit in your chart, then you can use that to see what life area there will be this big opportunity presenting itself, and luck is on your side regarding that. 3 and 2. This wants to come out here. Detour. One more. There's a full moon energy. Okay. Let's see here. What truth is being identified via written facts? This could be an overall energy for everyone here about why there was a detour in love, or why this jealousy, strife, and competition caused a detour, or caused a choice needing to be made in the environmental energy. Okay. Aries, your truth being identified is that changes will be made. This is coming into alignment of all your chakras, because you know what does not feel good, walking away from what doesn't towards your 9 cups of wish fulfillment. Changes will be made, plus the 8 of cups. It doesn't get more clear than that. You are making these changes for sure. Next up, Taurus energy. We will overcome this. So we have 8 of Wands and Knight of Wands. So away and look at the Saturn. This is regarding a lesson, daddy saddy energy here. And we will overcome this. Again, messages, communication regarding emotions, an opportunity of passion and of making something look easy. You're looking everybody dead in the eyes in the audience, like it's no problem to be on a horse and jump through the ring of fire. But you're overcoming I hope we are overcoming this isn't someone else here taking a there for a good time, not a long time. But I feel like the fast, passionate communication is somebody wanting to kind of rush back in and say they want to communicate to work on something. We will overcome this. All right. That could just even be in your second house of earned income. You're getting communication that whatever delay there was, they're ready to roll now. Okay, let's look at, let's leave Taurus and go to Gemini. Okay, the written communication it's all an act, setting down this burden or wanting to pick the tulips, even though there has been some kind of lack mindset in the past, even though we're burdened, still willing to love. What you could be discovering here, a truth being identified in written facts, was that someone did not, maybe someone was already burdened. If your person is Gemini, or you know that their new moon is placed in their Gemini part of their chart. The house of Gemini, the third house. So this can mean physical abandonment as well. Someone may have communicated that they're working on setting down all of these burdens, but they're still reaching for your tulip. You're still wanting to be in your DMs here, saying maybe that they're willing to even leave something else, because we do see a little camper here. And it's saying, it's all an act. So I would say, Geminis, be careful here. Make sure if someone's wanting to pick your tulip, if this is the other person, that is sincere, because it's like claiming that you don't know where the door is. And you're like, here, I'll show you, I'll help you. But they were just pretending not to know, just because maybe they were too lazy to do the work themselves, or they haven't really set down this burden. Okay, there might be some written facts about that. Let's look at for Cancer. And this whole line of opportunity here, tools of the Empress, using your creativity to earn income. You have moved on, Cancers. There is a crescent moon waning here. So that would be as we work our way down to the new moon this past week. So in another 4 weeks, we'll have this same crescent moon here. And like I said, Empress does not need the Emperor. So Cancers, maybe you have some kind of a written fact of being able to move on. This can even be simply a raise. This can be you have completed this creative project, okay, and now you're ready to move on to the next one. Could be, could be. Let's look at Leo energy here. What written facts? Destined soul ties. Remember, this is our trine of fire energy. Because changes are made, and because this is a destined soul tie, North Node energy, also in a fire sign currently, there's transformation here. Changes will be made. And then we have this butterfly. So again, luck is on our side here in this fire trilogy. You may, the written information, maybe you're learning how to look up, you're learning how to look up a synthesize, or you're learning how to synthesize birth charts, taking someone else's, layering it over top of yours to see how the planets are all communicating with each other. And maybe that synastry chart shows in the cosmos that there was this North Node connection. Okay. What about for Virgo energy? Written facts. This is you don't think of me. So maybe you're not finding any facts here. Again, more Saturn energy. Capricorn, ruled by Saturn. Okay. Daddy Saddy right here, the truth, the Ace of Swords, the key to your own opportunity to see into your own soul's journey, your own past lives, accessing that pineal gland, your higher self. You don't think of me. If this is your person's energy, maybe you think that they are just too busy working too much. They're giving too much to everyone else. I don't feel like that is true here. You're finding out the truth that they actually do think of you, but maybe you see something that they wrote when they were angry. And I mean, King of Pentacles, the kings are all that, again, fixed energies. They can be pretty stubborn. Maybe this was something said in anger or very quickly, a sharp tongue with that Ace of Swords, but it doesn't feel like it was meant. Okay, what truth is Libra seeing and writing? Lessons are being taught. We have the King of Swords, knowledge. We have the Three of Wands, knowledge of how to attach yourself to your dreams, wishes, and fulfillment. And you're like checking the box here. These beautiful roses. Roses are a sign of love, learning some lessons about love, learning that you need to harness your own dreams to manifest them. And maybe now you're even teaching other people, or you have evidence of maybe someone's writing you a love letter and you're like, I knew it. I knew they'd be back. I manifested this in. Okay, let's look at Scorpio, deep Scorpio. Someone has unmet needs, and there's that feather energy again, book ending this double 10 of Pentacles, the connectedness, the roots of everything. What you don't know yet, it's still, this truth is still under the soil, but you understanding that the truth is that we need to wait regarding the truth of this knowledge. This learning is about to come to fruition. She does have half of an apple in comparison to the Nine of Pentacles, who's holding a whole apple. So maybe the other person's needs are getting met and yours are not. Okay. And you're seeing some kind of evidence of that, or maybe this is, the counselor's having you do an exercise where you're writing down your needs and desires, and you're finally seeing, well, oh, okay, I didn't even know that because they never told me. And now they are. You didn't have any idea until now. What about for Sagittarius? What written truths, written truth about commitment? And there's that palm reading hand again. And we do have the Ace of Cups here on offer, filling our own cup so that that second cup can be offered to us, and grabbing the bull by the horns when it arrives. This is commitment coming in fast, and it's peaceful energy here. This could be someone writing you a letter, mailing you a card, asking you for a one-to-one commitment. Okay, fire energy. Wow, lots of love going on there. As soon as we are walking away from one, we understand now what our needs are after a life of time of living and learning this. Now it's coming in. Sagittarius energy. Okay, Eight of Swords and Four of Cups. Some dissatisfaction here, stinking thinking, Capricorn. What truth is coming in writing? Yeah, where it still hurts. Someone, you're not seeing this love offer come in. You're all up in your head about it, okay? About why am I dissatisfied? Why am I not getting what I want? Why am I not getting the offer? Well, it is there. We're definitely not seeing it, but this could be explaining why you're not seeing it yet. And there's also a big eye there in the center, and an anchor up at the top here. Some kind of truth about someone still hurting. If that person's a Capricorn, reach out if you know who this is. All right. What's in writing for Aquarius here? We outgrew each other. This is showing Vedic astrology. Outgrowing is right, Page of Cups, young love, first love kind of energy. And then being able to align head and heart in order to drive the chariot. You could be outgrowing an Aquarius, or they could be making the excuse. I don't know why an excuse, making the excuse. There's an AS here, Ace of Swords, perhaps outgrowing each other. A, S, and V, E, if that means anything to anyone. Also, M, O, and J, U could be months, could be names of people. 1, 4, 7, 10, 9, 11, and 12 are featured. Okay, you could be receiving an apology in writing. And again, the excuse could be that we just outgrew each other, or, oh, it was just a young love kind of thing. Okay, or maybe you're telling yourself that if you have this Aquarian energy. And finally, for Pisces, there are other priorities. So, you're seeing something in writing regarding this learning, this Hierophant, the guru, the shaman, the guide. It took you a long time to get to this place where you can be the teacher, or you a long time to get into this committed one-to-one partnership. And then maybe you're just seeing like the phone bill, or maybe you're seeing how many hours someone is logging on their work day, and you're seeing that there are other priorities other than this learning, or other than achieving or reaching victory. Okay. Woo! All right, guys. I'm going to get advice here for each section of the chart, and then I'm going to let you go. Thank you guys so much. It looks like our chat disconnected there for a couple seconds. It was doing that to me when I was trying to log on in the first place. Let's get some advice for fire signs here. 44 energy. Reclaim your power. And we do see these changes will be made, the transformation, the butterfly, walking away from what we don't want towards what we do want because it was a destined soul tie. And this is coming in an offer of love or pouring into your own cup brings in this commitment or passion. And you are reclaiming your power. What about advice for earth signs? Let me know if you like this style of reading. Hi, Nova. Thanks for popping in here. Really appreciate that. 33, what we saw for water signs yesterday. Horse spirit here for earth signs. Freedom is yours, especially if it's from this Eight of Swords, stinking thinking, or if it's someone that you feel doesn't think about you, you're seeing the truth of your own abundance here. Freedom is yours. I wrote something today. Oh, yeah, because Moon in Sagittarius is trust the best case scenario, especially if it feels like freedom. So there you have that. A lot of fire in that Taurus energy too. So just FYI, freedom is yours. What about for air signs? Advice for air signs. Go ahead and put a type into the bottom, guys, if you're still hanging out and you'd like me to pull a fairy card of advice for you today regarding this new moon in Sagittarius. Happy to do so. All right, air signs, wasp spirit. It's a 64 card or a 10. Sometimes life stings, especially if someone is telling you or you have to let someone else know that you feel like you outgrew each other, or if we're finding out someone is not actually leaving behind another situation like they said they were. They've changed their mind. Okay, that could be trining in your air energy. Wow. Finally, for water signs, what's advice for water signs here? What wanted to turn on its side? White Raven Spirit, 66. We had 33 cards, all different decks yesterday under the water signs column. So here is 66, White Raven Spirit. There's a white feather here in the Scorpio energy. Trust in the magic. Okay, trust in the magic. It's going to arrive. There's victory here, water signs. There's also prosperity. So just keep trusting in your believing in yourself and trusting in the magic. All right, guys. Advice here. A fairy card of advice. You can think of your question. You don't have to type it in if you don't want to. But if you would like a fairy card here, go ahead and put that into the chat. Okay, what's wanting to come out for advice for overall? Oh, I love that one. Look in a book. And look, our mushrooms are back from the little Miss Muffet yesterday. Our Androdrice clay Miss Muffet sitting on her tuffet that was a actually the spider holding the cherries. So whatever your question is right now, this is for collective, you'll find the answer in a book. The words you find will bring the insight you seek. This is the why and the because of this new moon energy, guys. The lamp of physical enlightenment at the left temple. A major lesson is to notice and identify the truth written in facts. Wow. And that is crossed by lost and found. There's a Himalayan cat here, and it says, what was once lost is about to be found thanks to the lost and found fairy. Sometimes she can help us find things we never even realized were lost. Okay. Look in a book. That's a fun thing to do. You can think of your question, pick up any book, thumb through, stop, put your finger right where it lands. Look at that phrase, look at that word, read the whole page if you want to, but usually your answer is contained. It's so funny how that works. Your answer is contained in that phrase, in that sentence. So, all right, let's get a card here for Miss Larissa. Think of your question. Gosh darn bucks. I'm looking at my blocko that I put on my notes this morning. Pure intentions, dragonfly. If that means anything to you, Miss Larissa, pure intention. The fairy of manifestation will help you to use your wishes wisely. Manifest your heart's desire with pure intention and for the highest good of all. Absolutely. And if it's meant to be, it will be. The universe will open up those doors for you, no problem. Anybody else that would like to get a fairy message? Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and close out here at 1:15 and almost 15 seconds. I hope you like that. I would freak out if you had an Himalayan. Hey, Miss Kimmy. Fairy card for Miss Kim, please. Think of your question. But I would definitely encourage all you guys to try that book technique. It's really fun to do that. Miss Kim, ask for help. And I commented the last time this came out, it had never come out before. And now it's come out a second time. This is reminding me about, this is how I teach. We fill in through our nose, inhaling green light and filling our heart's cup and exhaling that cotton candy color once your cup is full. So you can maybe be feeling pretty drained right now or just over, you're maxed out. There's also these white feathers that we're seeing here in the water column. Someone has unmet needs. That could be you. Trust in the magic, the white feathers of that white raven. Angels are celestial beings who protect everyone. And the fairies say now is the time for you to ask for angelic assistance. Guys, remember they can't intervene unless you ask specifically for help and say that you need it. So, oh, good. I'm sure glad that works for you. All right, guys, that's going to be it for me today, but I will see you tomorrow at some point after yoga. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for remembering to hit the like button. And I do really, really appreciate you coming back after the live and leaving comments of the reading overall in the comment section. That helps tell the algorithm that you found some value here and also directs other people that are of the same mindset and energy right to our group as well. So thank you guys again so much. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your weekend. Bye bye for now. And that is much love from my heart to yours. Bye bye.